Welcome to the search video recap. My name is Barry Schwartz. This is the June 29th edition of the weekly Search Buzz video recap, and this is topics we basically cover over at the Search Engine Roundtable. Well, thanks for listening, and we will get right started. But to win this week, what you have to do is figure out how many baskets I make and let me know at seroundtable.com. Just go ahead and comment, and you could win some crazy swag. This week, Google launched something called Google Ad Planner. Basically, what it allows you to do is see a tremendous amount of detail about different publishers out there. So, for example, you could see statistics, visitor counts, income levels of those visitors, their gender, what other sites they go to, how they search on other sites, how they search in Google. By just looking at this tool called Ad Planner, then you could actually build a collection of websites that you like into your media plan. And when you collect that media plan, then you can go over to Google and start advertising in the content network for those sites. The purpose here is to give more data to advertisers to have them make informed decisions about where they advertise. Before that launch, the day before that, they launched something called Google Trends for websites, which basically shows you a piece of that information, and it's available to anybody for free. And there's a big scandal, big controversy over why can't you get data on Google.com? Why can you get data on everybody else, including Yahoo, Microsoft, our site, Search Engine Roundtable, Search Engine Land, and pretty much any other site out there you pretty much can get data on. So there's a bit of controversy over that, but overall, I'm just amazed at how much data Google has. There's a lot of discussion over on if Google has all this data, then if they have this data, then are they using this to rank web pages? And it seems like a lot of people believe that's the case. So if you haven't taken a look at this stuff, it just really blows me away. You could go ahead and look specifically at the June 25th article. So June 25th, 2008, click on archives at seroundtable.com, scroll down to June 25, and you'll be able to see some of the screenshots that I posted, so you can actually see what level of detail you have there. Right now, Ad Planner is an invite-only program. I have access to it, so it's pretty cool. And Google Trends is available pretty much to everybody in the U.S. So take a look at it and share your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Another topic we discussed this week was a topic on SEO, talking about URL length. How long could the URL be? I kind of took John Mueller, Googler at Google Webmaster Central, out of context, basically saying, where John said now he posted a thing at Google Groups saying how a specific URL was very, very long, and it seemed a bit too long for him and for Google. So then I went ahead and said, hey, if Google says an actual URL could be too long for them, isn't that amazing? But really, the point of what I was trying to make here is that you have to make sure your content management systems are controlled. What we saw in this case was that a URL could be any length. Any number of URLs could point to the same exact page as long as they had this ID 42 in it, which is basically references back to the ID of the content in the CMS. And I showed examples of how that content, those URLs could be created and dynamically made and still render to the same page, which creates a duplicate content issue. Is not only just a spam issue where people could generate all these dynamic URLs for you, and it makes you look like a spammer because you have 100 URLs all pointing to the same page, all keyword stuff with something that Google doesn't like. So you have to make sure you have these 301 redirects set up, maybe 4 or 4 other pages. It really depends on what avenue, what type of site you have, and take a look at that, because long URLs are not always best for your users. You want to keep them as short as possible, but you also want to keep them very specific and very keyword specific, but short keyword specific. So that's the key. So here's one long shot. Hopefully I'll hit it. Banker. So I'm constantly finding porn in Google, not on purpose. I just find these threads and people say, hey, look at this. And the latest thing I found in Google was a common search on a keyword phrase, basically searching for new bathroom. So you search for new bathroom, and up came 3 images at the top of Google. Typically, like you see images at the top of Google when you do a web search. And one of those images was, adult in nature, pretty adult in nature. So I found that this happens all the time. It's not very that uncommon, but what Google did, which I noticed, which was the main point of the story, is that Google actually added a report report images link. When you click on that report images link, it asks you, please confirm that you want to report these images to Google, and then you say confirm, and then it automatically goes ahead and shoots Google some type of notification. This is a nice advancement because beforehand I had to do blog posts about everything, and hopefully Google would get rid of it. But now they have this report feature, which hopefully could address it without me having to make everything public and with having to people talk about it. So just report those bad images, and hopefully Google will get them out of the search engine. Hi, I'm back. Yahoo. This on Friday, what looks like their Overture keyword suggestion tool, one of the most popular keyword suggestion tools out there, has seemed to go offline. When you go to it, it actually redirects you to the Yahoo Search Marketing Small Business Center. There is no keyword tool. It just basically says you want to advertise, click here, log in, and you can spend money with us. But it does no longer show the tool. I'm looking for comments. Basically, people are saying it's about time, but really, it was a valuable tool. There are great tools out there like Google Trends and all the other types of tools out there that give you great suggestions, like Word Tracker, and Compete has a great tool, and Keyword Discovery. A lot of these great places have these tools, but it seems like Yahoo has finally killed Overture. I'm waiting for a statement from them, and if I get one, I will update the blog post. This week, Google Google Webmaster Tools announced that they finally have an API. The API allows you to manage your sites, such as add sites to Webmaster Tools, verify your sites automatically, remove sites from Webmaster Tools, as well as retrieve a list of your sites in Webmaster Tools. In addition, it also allows you to work with your sitemaps by retrieving a list of submitted sitemaps, by adding sitemaps to Webmaster Tools, and by removing sitemaps from Webmaster Tools. I assume more features will be released, hopefully in the upcoming months, weeks, with this API, but it is a major step in advance, and I think that's a major score for Google. So I wrote this long article, basically a conversation I had with Jim Sofka over at Ask.com, as well as with Apostolos, AG they call him, who basically is the co-founder of Tioma, one of the major search algorithms behind Ask.com, and I had a conversation with them about their core focus on search, and the bottom line is basically I was not convinced that they are going to focus on core search. There's major reasons why I believe that. One is they consider indexing to be, in my opinion, buying structured data and using that structured data to provide smart answers and other types of results within the search results, but that is not crawling the unstructured web, in my opinion. They did say they're actually making an effort towards doing more of that with their new Edison release, but I've been tracking a lot of queries and I haven't found convincing evidence of such. Look at it. I mean, basically, over-indexing in entertainment, health, and hobbies is just not convincing to me, and that's not the core algorithm. I have a lot of other, remarks in my post over at Search Engine Land, so just go over to Search Engine Land, go to the Ask category, and you'll be able to find it. It is a shame to see. I was a big fan of Ask, and I hope Ask does turn around, but I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced at all. It's been an interesting couple weeks for Yahoo. A lot of people have been leaving. We call it the mass exodus over at Yahoo. We have Jeremy Zwani, who left. He's their big name blogger. We have Joshua Schachter of Delicious, who left. We have the Flickr founders who left. We have a lot of other upper management who left, including Wiener. And it just doesn't look good for them. A lot of people are leaving. They just announced this week that they're reorganizing the upper management, and a lot of people will be under the helms of Susan Decker. So that's what's going on with Yahoo right now. Yahoo is basically saying, Microsoft, back off. Google's offer was better, and now they're trying to rally their shareholders, but I don't think their shareholders are too happy. We'll see what happens. There's a lot of discussion around it, how it will affect the actual search algorithm, how it will affect the advertising Panama platform. It just doesn't look too good for Yahoo right now. So let's take another shot. I just want to wish Google AdSense a happy 5th birthday. They turned 5 on June 18th. Happy birthday, Google AdSense. Well, thank you very much for listening to the June 29th edition of the weekly Search Buzz Video Recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and you can get all this information over at the Search Engine Roundtable, seroundtable.com. Make sure to comment and tell me how many baskets I hit this week, and if you get it right, you will win some crazy search swag. Everyone, have a great week.